Oh, don't dress for men. God instead.
No, look, God is not saying to dress for him. God is telling you what is good for you. What is good for you and for your family and for the environment and everything. You know? Look,
Yeah.
God is also,
thing is,
by the
God
way,
tells me it's good for me to
yeah,
know my
God
sin.
has also told the men to lower the gaze. And it's to lower the gaze, not to look at something which is harmful or something which harms you, spiritually. And God has also told the women to lower the gaze. In both cases, it's an equal responsibility. Yes? And there are things that God has told men, like for example, the financial responsibility in Islam is always of the man, never of the women. Even if the woman is earning more than the man, then it is still his responsibility. Yes? And by the way, it doesn't mean that the wife, if she wants to help out in the family, she can't, she has to. But for her it's voluntary, for the man it's mandatory.
Yeah.
Would you say that is something which is discriminatory for the men?
Discriminatory for them.
If they are the ones given the financial responsibility all the time?
No, I like that.
Of course you would like that. You would like them to pay your bill at the restaurant, even if you were dating them, if you were not even married to them. Because this is how the
I
society,
do get those differences.
yeah, this is the society that we live in.
Just for me,
It drives
was
us
so
in
hard
this
to
manner.
get over that,
Yeah. So the
the
covering,
wedge. It feels
Yeah.
to me the wedge women are pushed into.
which wedge is that?
Well, just how they should dress.
No, but you see,
that they
what you're
sit
doing is,
separately.
why don't you ask those women who are covering maybe? I'm a man, I'm not going to do this because, mashallah, there's a sister behind you. Sister, did somebody force you to wear that?
No.
That man has got his hands up, so he's saying no. But I want to know from yourself. Yes? So ask them if they are forced to do it. Because what many Western women and even Eastern, they think that the Muslim women are in this regressive stage where they cannot perform well in their life. My wife is a doctor, alhamdulillah, and she still covers at her work. Yes?
Yeah.
And the thing is that it doesn't stop them doing the things that you would be doing normally in your life. I mean, obviously there are things like partying in the clubs and all that. Even the men are told not to do that, not only women.
Right. Oh, well, I tell you, I experienced something the other day. We went to a Somali restaurant, and
Nice food, yeah?
it was
Alhamdulillah.
lovely food. It was beautiful.
Alhamdulillah.
And we got ushered to sit in a booth with curtains around it.
Oh, wow.
Because I was a woman.
MashaAllah.
So, I mean, I had no problem with that because I have freedom outside of the restaurant.
Yeah.
But if that was my life to sit behind a curtain, we could hear the men chatting, speaking to the staff, having a big talk, and I
No,
really
I
like
totally
to
agree.
learn
You
that.
you come from a culture and a tradition which is different. Let me ask you this: if you were given a place, let's say in a cinema, yes, and you were given this exclusive place where only you and your husband are with you,
Yeah.
yes, would you feel special? Even if there was a
Well, it
curtain,
depends if it was a nice
even if
place.
there was a curtain there where nobody can
Yeah.
see you, you can only see the screen. Would
Yeah.
you not feel special? In fact, people would pay premium to be in that situation. They would pay extra money. So you should go and thank that Somali. Give them extra tip, next time, inshallah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had a nice dinner.
Look, it's how we perceive the world. If you're going to think that this is something which demeans you, then everything you'll see around you, you will interpret it as such.
Yeah.
Just put a
I
positive spin
didn't
on
see it
certain
as
things,
demeaning. I
and you'll
just
get,
saw it as,
inshallah.
flicking my wings.
Yeah, of
The
course.
evening could have been much richer. Basically, the more people you speak to, I think, life is richer.
Yeah. Look, nobody stops you speaking, even if you're in a hijab. Yeah. But unnecessary flirtation is what Islam doesn't prohibit. It is something that Islam prohibits.
Yeah.
So this is what we are saying. It is, look, end of the day, when your husband or your wife, when they're alone at home, yes, and you're away from them, either at work or somewhere else, yes, you wouldn't expect them to bring some stranger to your home and get busy with them. You wouldn't want that, because that shows that you respect her even when she's alone, or when you will respect him when he's alone at home. And this is what Islam is telling us, to respect each other. You're not a competition. You help out each other. So what Islam does by telling the women to cover and for the men to lower the gaze is that this evil that we find in the society, it is something that can get us quite easily. Yes, today our youngsters have been exposed to videos and pictures, even though they might be doing it behind our backs. It's so easy to do that through the internet, you know. Pornography has become like mainstream today, and there's no laws against this. Nobody stops anyone anymore. Yes, it's become so common that people even stop talking about it as being something evil. Whereas back in the days, you know, when our parents and grandparents were around, they would go to lengths to stop such things. Yes, they would question who is your boyfriend. Why would they do that? They were still non-Muslims. Yes, why would they do that and not today? Today it's like, oh, I need my freedom of speech, my freedom of space. Yes, have that, but within boundaries. But if you go beyond that means, you know, and that is what Islam does. You know, there are many things which are prohibited in Islam: drinking alcohol, gambling, fornication, adultery, even eating food which is harmful to you, smoking cigarettes, taking drugs and all these things which harm you. All these things are prohibited. Why is that? It's not because God doesn't want you to have fun. He wants you to have fun, but not at the expense of your body, which we believe is a gift from God. You know, God has given you this gift. So use it and not misuse it. Do not abuse it.
Well, thank you. We better go. But
Yeah,
thank
no
you.
problem. So inshallah, read that Quran that you guys have.
Maybe.
And you got any Qurans on Islam? Sorry, any questions on Islam? Please come and ask. But it's a pleasure talking to you. Take care, guys. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Don't forget to subscribe to Dawah Voice, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.
Especially that one.
And all the other channels.